It's finally happened. We've added our first proper Pennsylvania Railroad consist to the layout, and it's a customized MTH Premier steam engine, and one of the coolest architectural designs ever for a locomotive. It is the Pennsylvania Railroad T-1 Duplex. It's packed with custom features, making it, in my opinion, the coolest T-1 Duplex in O-scale. And we're gonna get an up-close look at it right now in Jason's O-Gauge Trains. Before we dive into this beautiful steam engine and passenger car set, I would kindly ask, if you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I also ask that you click the thumbs up button, as it helps this video against the YouTube algorithm and lets me know that you're enjoying the content that I work so hard to create and encourages me to continue making videos. Also remember that if you're shopping online for model trains, be sure to check out Trains.com. Trains.com carries new and used trains in all scales from all manufacturers. In fact, there are 2 Pennsylvania Railroad T1s for sale on their website right now. And if you shop at Trains.com using my affiliate link in the description of this video, or use promo code JDStucks at checkout, not only will you be supporting this channel, but you will receive $10 off of your order of $50 or more. That's one-time use promo code JDStucks for $10 off of your next online order of $50 or more at Trains.com. That's Trains with a Z. All right, time for the T1. Now, admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that.
No, don't be mistaken. I don't dislike the Pennsylvania Railroad. It just hasn't been a railroad that I've been keen to model, probably because of the area I grew up in, which was dominated by the New York Central and Nickel Plate Road. However, I must admit that I think the T-1 Duplex is the coolest looking Art Deco styled steam engine ever made. Just look at the nose of this thing. It looks like a bullet ready to explode through a brick wall. As mentioned, I think this particular model is the best Pennsylvania Railroad T-1 Duplex ever made in O-scale. Or technically not made in O-scale. You see, this is an electronically upgraded locomotive with a few additional custom modifications to go along with it. Let me explain. Several months back, I was hanging out with my local model train club, the Detroit 3 Railers, and I was expressing my desire for a T1 Duplex, but no one had made one in O-scale in several years. One of the club members, Andy, said that he had an MTH Premier T1 equipped with Protosound 1.0, which means, yep, this is a 25-year-old locomotive. MTH was making some impressive tooling back then. The next time I saw Andy, he brought the locomotive with him. He handed me the box and said, "Here, this is yours now. Upgrade it, modify it, modernize it, do whatever you want with it. Just promise me one thing, that you will run it and enjoy it." As you can imagine, I was beyond excited and honored to be given such a wonderful gift and locomotive to enjoy. I promised Andy I would give his new engine new life and enjoy it to the fullest extent. Which brings me to the mad train scientist himself, Sid from Sid's Trains. Sid and I have been friends for several years, and I knew he was the guy I wanted to have upgrade this locomotive. We listed out everything we wanted to do. Upgrade to Protosound 3.0, change all lights to LEDs, paint the driving wheels black, install a custom sound set, and my favorite modification, the addition of whistle steam. As of today, no manufacturer has ever put whistle steam in a T1 Duplex, making this a true one-of-a-kind model. Another huge help for this project was my buddy RJ from RJ's Trains, who provided the donor engine which was used for the PS3 electronic boards and parts needed for all the modifications, so a big thanks to RJ for his role in making this engine one of a kind. With all the parts in hand, Sid quickly got to work on doing the modifications. Here are some of the pictures of Sid working hard, upgrading the internals of the tender and locomotive. I wouldn't even know where to begin, but Sid had this thing done in a matter of days. He brought it to my house for Train-A-Palooza, and oh boy, was I blown away. Check this thing out.
Attention ladies and gentlemen, now reporting for Chicago on track number 1, train number 77, the Trailblazer.
first thing I noticed was the blackened drivers. There is no longer a polished ring around the drive wheels, which is more accurate to the prototype. I also took note of all the lights being upgraded to LEDs. That was something I really wanted, and I'm glad Sid was able to include. Another feature I love is the sound file that Sid put into this locomotive. It's a custom sound set that is not available to the general public. It combines several sound effects from different MTH models to create a sound set that best suits this engine, and I think it's perfect. The chuffs sound deep and aggressive, and the whistle is amazing. But my favorite feature of this locomotive is the addition of whistle steam. Like I said, as of today, no manufacturer has put whistle steam in a Penske T-1 Duplex. I'm sure it'll happen someday, but for now, I may have the one and only.
Wow.
Sid even used his own design for the dual smoke unit so that I only have to add smoke fluid to the main stack. Some of the fluid then flows into the whistle steam smoke unit. Blow the whistle, and the result is awesome. So now that I have my dream Penske T-1 Duplex, I need some worthy passenger cars to go with it, and here's what I found. These are MTH Premier Line Pennsylvania Railroad Fleet of Modernism passenger cars that were actually made for the last time MTH released the T1. So these cars are perfect for this model, and I've got to say, they look great. A big thanks to the person who sold me this 8-car set, Scott, and as someone I've seen post a lot of great trains for sale over the years, so I'm really glad he sold me this set at a very fair price. Enough talking. Let's watch this T1 in action.
I see the conductor checking his watch again. It must be time to go. Turn on the injector.
So there you have it, the upgraded MTH Premier Pennsylvania Railroad T-1 Duplex, my first Pennsylvania Railroad steam engine. I'm super impressed with this locomotive. Sid did an amazing job upgrading everything. I'm proud to have it in my collection. And Andy, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And the next time you're visiting my layout, I'll throw this on and hand you the remote. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post your comments and questions below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. In my opinion, the coolest T-1 Duplex. Duplex? I have a Duplex. Need my T-1 Duplex. It's a neat new t-shirt. I wanted to show it off. This thing is stupid heavy. Don't mind the fact that it says RJ's train sucks on my mountain. That wasn't me, I swear. RJ's great, but we're gonna keep this on the mountain because it's part of history now.